Hi everyone, welcome to our weekly share and review. And today we're going to have a look at Precinct Properties. So what I'm doing is I'm just going through a number of shares every week that are on our stock exchange and just having a look at the performance of them. So if there is a specific share that you would like me to have a look at, by all means flick me a message in the notes and I'm happy to do that. So before I jump across, like normal, just the housekeeping, this is certainly educational only. It's not intended to be any form of personalised advice or anything like that. So if you're looking for personalised advice, you will need to go and talk to your own financial advisor or share broker. So without further ado, let's have a look. So as you can see here, I've got Precinct Properties up on the screen, and it is over a 2-year period, and we are showing weekly intervals. And I talk about this a lot. I've got the moving averages on here. I've got the 30-week and the 15-week moving averages. And as you can see, it's basically been in a downward trajectory since this chart started 2 years ago. And it's no different. You've got periods where the 15-week moving average sort of briefly crosses above the 30, which is usually a positive indicator, but it only just, and then it slips back below again. And we've seen that a couple of times on this chart. At the moment, it's still trading below those moving averages. And in fact, you can look at this chart and just see from the left-hand side to the right, we're in a downward trend, and it has been for quite some time. So we'll have a look over a 5-year period and just see what's happening. And same deal, really. You can see that basically Precinct Properties it hit some highs back at about $1.89, and that was back in 2020. Was when we had it was trading at its highest. Ever since then, we can see through here 2020, where most markets were affected by COVID, we had a bit of a rebound, but since then it's just been on a downward trajectory. Why, I don't know. I don't look into the fundamentals of a company. I just purely look at the charts and just see from a technical perspective as to what's been happening. They're still paying a regular dividend, as you can see by the bottom down here, which can be a good thing. However, if you're holding, in my view, holding a share like this, sure, it's paying regular dividends, but if you've been holding it ever since COVID, sure, you're getting these dividends, but your share has slowly been falling in value. So most unlikely that your dividends will even be making up for the decline in value of that share. So let's go back to our 2-year one. Just take off these moving averages and we'll pop on just to get a comparison to how it's performing in relation to the New Zealand Stock Exchange. So as you can see here, sure, it changes it to a percentage, but up the top, we've got the New Zealand Stock Exchange. And as you can see, Precinct Properties is trading well below that. So for me, that is another reason that I would not be entering into Precinct Properties, because I like to see shares that are actually performing better than our stock market, because then that gives it more potential that it is in an uptrend and it is performing strongly. Because if it's making the performance of our overall market stronger, then highly likely that individual share itself will also continue to do the same. So like I say, not a lot to add there. There's very little volume. You can see that, apart from occasionally when we get some big sell-offs, although we did have a little bit of buying pressure back here May last year, but really there's just very, very little volume. So there's not a lot to report on that. So I hope that's helped. Hey, if you are also wanting to get some share trading signals and perhaps build your own portfolio, then why not subscribe to my share trading signal service? It's free for the first 30 days. I send out weekly updates as to shares that I think could be buys, obviously anything that has hit their stop losses. And I also send out an update to say if the share has had its stop loss increase, because after all, it might have had a strong performance and we want to move those stop losses as well. So I'd love to see if you'd like to have a look. Like I say, it's free to join for the first 30 days. So come along, see what you think and let me know. So until next week, have a great day and thanks very much.